what is mean by a product?
So product is like a brand, mainly a brand, so what you sell.
So according to you, product mean brand.
Yes, sir.
So there is no product without any brand.
It's there, sir.
Can you define a product?
A product is like example. Can you give example, sir?
Yes.
Okay, like any cream, sir. Lakme cream.
Lakme is a brand name.
Okay.
We need an explanation for a product.
A product is where a person buy it for his personal use, for his consumption, for daily consumption.
Okay. So maybe please wait because I cannot follow the chat. So when I say you can put the chat, I'm reading, but later I will come to you. Okay. So you are telling, so what we consume personally called as a product, right?
Yes, sir.
For example, I am asking you a pen. Okay, you are not having a pen. Okay,
Okay.
you are going to the shop and buying a pen for me and giving to me as a gift.
Okay.
So, do you call this as a product?
No, sir. I am like selling it to you.
You are not selling. You are just giving to me. You are just gifting to me. And I say it's a gifting. As a professor or as a friend, you are gifting to it. So I'm just asking. I want to borrow pen. You are not having a pen, so you just bought and give to me. I am going to use it. So can you call this as a product?
No, sir.
Okay. Then, so pen is not a product.
Pen is a product, sir. But what I am doing it is like I'm not selling it, sir. I'm like.
I'm not speaking about selling, Vignesh. Whether you call the pen as a product or not.
Pen is a product only, sir.
Okay, but you said you are not going to consume, right?
But this is like what to tell, sir. I'm not getting it. Like it's like sharing, no, sir.
Okay, sharing. Okay, okay, Vignesh. A good try. I'll come back to you.
Okay, sir.
And Gautam, are you there? Gautam?
Yes, sir.
So when you are called, you have to respond, Gautam. Other will be marked as absent, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gautam, please switch on your video. Okay, fine. So as Vignesh said, anything we can consume is a product, okay? According to you, how you can define a product?
Product is a thing where customers can buy and use it for their daily basis, sir.
If
For
I
the
have
requirements.
weekly basis, whether it is a product,
Sir, I didn't get you.
using for a weekly basis, your definition says that if we are going to use daily, then it can be called as a product. If I am going to use monthly, if I am going to use yearly once, can it be called as a
For
product?
monthly, if you can say body lotion, sir.
Okay. No. What I'm asking whether it can be called as a product or not.
It's a product only, sir.
Then what you said? If you are using for daily, then you can be called as a product, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just think over it. Just think over it. Yes. Kishore? Kishore, can you switch on your video?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you are saying that anything which is manufactured or finished good is a product. Please switch on your video, Kishore. We want to see you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. As you are saying, anything which is manufactured, okay?
Yes, sir. The finished goods is known as the product, sir.
Yes.
The finished goods is known as the product, sir.
Finished good.
Anything that is finished, like the pen, book,
Okay.
calculator.
then you call as a product, right? So,
Yes, sir.
for example, if I'm asking a pen, whether it is a product or not.
It's product, sir.
If I'm saying a ink, whether it is a product or not.
Ink is a product, sir.
How it is ink is a product, sir? Finished product is pen, right?
Yes, sir. Even the ink has been produced. It will be manufactured by the
Whatever can be
people, sir.
produced is called as a product, according to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, if I want to book a taxi, okay,
Yes,
for
sir. Yes, sir.
owning travels, you are having n number of car, okay.
Yes, sir.
I need a car. I want to rent from you, okay.
Yes, sir.
Whether you are selling something to me, whether I am buying something from you,
It's the service I am giving to you, sir.
so that is not called as a product.
No, sir. No, sir.
Why?
It's not the product, sir.
Why? Sir, somebody said if you are daily using something, it can be called as a product. If something is a finished product that we can use is a product. Yes, car is a finished product, but I am not going to buy it, but I am going to give a rent for it.
It's not a product, sir.
It is not a product. Then how it can be called as?
It's the service given for the money, sir.
Service given for the money.
Yes, sir.
That is also different from a product, according to you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. So others people also texting. So please, I request all people to text in the common thing. So you can please text in the everyone. So others will be reading if anybody is texting. Okay, fine. We will move, friends. So first, we will discuss marketing. So in the marketing, we are regularly using a word called product. Okay. So we are going to discuss only these key points. Okay. So please listen to it. Anything that will satisfy one's needs. Okay. I'll come back. So I will write down some key points. Students, kindly revert me whether you are able to read it.
Yes, sir. Bigger.
Yes, sir.
Being with the borders, I just want physical look. So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir,
yes, yes. Trying to make best to the classroom experience. So if anybody is having a big screen, try to pin my video so it will be in the front screen. Okay, so when I am taking, if somebody is speaking, please remove the pin because somebody have to search me. Please pin the video, it will be in the front screen. So I'll be writing some important point. These are all called as key concepts in marketing. So we are using a word called the product. We are using a word called the service. We are using a word called the market. We are using a word called the sales. We are using a word called marketing and buyer, user, consumer, supplier, retailer, then generally in marketing we use a word called the price, cost. Fine. We will discuss. So orally we will discuss, then we will go through the PPTs. That is not a very big deal in understanding it. And few of the friends joining later. So please, friends, please stick on to the time. 2 to 3 minutes is not a problem, but you will be missing some important points. So please try to join on time. And if you exceed 2 to 3 minutes, you will be marked as absent. That also please keep in mind. If you are absent, if you are joining so late, more than the little bit 2 to 3 minutes, it will be marked as absent because it is auto generated. I cannot do it manually. Okay. So now your people can randomly respond one by one. Okay. So now the definition is given for product. Okay. So anyone can define what is meant by market. So kindly fast, as a marketing students, you have to innovate, you have to speak first, you have to initiate. Yes. Don't make me to call your names. No.
Where buyers
Be ready with your topics. Yes.
where buyers and sellers meet.
Yes. So I want to request whoever is speaking, please switch on your video and speak because only if the video is on, then I can see you.
So where the buyers and sellers meet.
So where the buyers and sellers meet. So where means you are meaning it as a place, right?
Yeah.
Yes, market is a place where the buyers and sellers meet. Please switch on the video. We will discuss. Okay. So you need a place to sell, right? Okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
But one word is called as a share market or a stock market.
Yeah.
It is not a place.
Where the finished goods can be sold, but not like, it's not that the person should be present there, sir. It can be done digitally as well.
So then what is the definition for market? Yes, whatever you said is right. Friends, please understand, for any question there will be 2 to 3 answers you have to give. First to 2 answer, it is your answer. Your example, your answer. Only one answer is expected from the faculty or from the industrial people, which is a standard one. Okay, so whatever he said is right. Out of 3, 1 is right. But I need some key point which is standard for him. Yes.
Sir, Meena here.
Yes.
How about a platform where your products are being sold and being consumed by the consumer?
Platform means what you are saying is a platform, bus platform or a train platform. So as a normal person, please explain what is meant by platform.
A platform as in a medium where it can be virtual, it can be anywhere. It can be like where a person is meeting in the consumer or the seller, or it can be even virtual. So what I'm trying to say is
Meena, from your point, I understood. Where it may be a place, it may be a space, it may be a platform, it may be a digital medium, whatever it may be, where the buyer and seller meet. Correct? This is a one part of the definition. Comma, complete.
okay.
It is incomplete. Yes, they meet. Yes. So you are here, I am here, around 65 students are here, we are meeting. Comma, for what?
Exchange of
Exchange of what? What we are exchanging in market?
Services.
services, yeah, maybe.
Yes.
Product and services.
Okay. So thank you, Meena. So we will continue with Nandan. Please switch on your video. So
Yes,
Meena
sir.
started with one part. Yes, Nandan.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It's a place where buyers and sellers meet to exchange products and services.
Product and services. For example, I'm having a pen. You are having a pencil. If you are exchanging, then it is called
Okay.
right?
That becomes barter system now, sir.
You only said right. Exchanging
Yes.
product means what? I am giving one product. You are giving one product. Right?
Products, but which is sold.
What is meant by that, sir? Please brief it.
So we can also tell that consumers.
Whoever speaking, you have to switch on your video. Please.
So
I cannot see you. Yes.
market is a place where buyers and sellers meet for exchange of product and services for money.
Product and services for money. So that may be one. So we are deriving one by one. Okay. Market can be a place. Market can be a space. Market can be anything where the buyer and seller meet to exchange a product for money. So we are not exchanging product. We are exchanging money and product. So who is giving a product? Seller.
The seller.
Receiving a product, buyer. Who is
Buyer, yeah.
money? Buyer. So we are exchanging. Come on, till it is not over.
So we can also tell that customers will be getting more benefits of the things, what the products they are buying from the retailer, so that the retailers will have more advantage of selling their products.
No, I understood. Please complete. Buyer and seller meet, exchange product and money. Come on.
Yes.
Next to that, what you are adding?
So that when they have the eye-to-eye contact, so that they can the retailer will have more advantage of selling the product.
When you won't buy, right? I have to see you eye to eye, then only you will buy. Is it so?
It's more beneficiary than social media.
But as somebody told that there is no need of eye contact, there is no need of physical contact. I buy through online. Correct?
Yeah, sir. But when we may not be sure of online things.
Sure or not sure, it's not a discussion. Define a market. That's it. How better, how comfort, that I am not speaking. How we can define market. So for defining a market, we have to understand another 2 words, buyer and seller. And for understanding market, we have to understand another word called product and service. Yes. seller is selling the product, buyer is buying the product. Why seller is selling the product?
So market is a place where buyers and sellers meet for exchange of product and services for money. The buyer and seller could be physically, one could be physically present, or both could not be physically present at one place at a given period of time.
Okay.
I mean, like an e-commerce operator.
Yes, that is over. Third point is over. Can you add something else to define a market? What I am selling? What I am selling?
A product or a service.
Product. What you are buying?
The same product.
Why I am selling? Why you are buying?
So you are selling it for the purpose of gaining profit, sir. You are selling it for the cost, for the purpose of gaining profit.
Yes. Yes, Uday. So here we are adding one point. Seller is selling the product for what? What is the objective of seller?
To make profit, sir.
Profit. So seller has to get a profit. What buyer has to get?
The product, sir. The end product. The services or the product from the seller.
Whether the objective
Satisfaction.
satisfaction. So the buyer expectation is not a product. Please understand. If you're going to buy a mobile, mean your interest is not to buy a mobile. You need something to speak. You need something to play. You need something to hold. Correct? You need something to take camera. You need something which does everything. We are giving the name called as a product. Actually, customer aim is not to buy the product. He is actually buying what?
So the need, his wants or needs, he's trying to fulfill his need of.
Has to be satisfied. So we are adding another name. So he has to satisfy his needs and wants. Okay, the buyer has some objective which may be his needs and wants, which has to be satisfied. Okay, so what the seller is doing? Seller tried to satisfy your need. Seller tried to satisfy your want. Correct? How he can satisfy? By giving the product, because we cannot sell the benefit, we cannot sell the utility, we cannot sell the satisfaction, we can sell only the product. Correct? So product is a format. So we are not buying the product, actually we are buying something which satisfies, something which gives benefit, something which gives utility. Please understand clearly after the marketing management. So it can be, so product can be tangible or intangible. Okay, if it is intangible, we call it as a service. Okay, if it is tangible, we call it as a goods. If you say goods, mean it is a physical good. Pen is a physical good. Mobile is a physical good. Laptop is a physical good. Insurance is a service. Hospital is a service. Hotel is a service. Correct? So, but generally we use the word called product. Product is a general word. So how we can say product? Alia, can you define product now?
Yes, sir.
After the discussion, can you define the product now? Yes, so somebody asked, so maybe I think maybe asked, sir, what is maybe tangibility? I said the word called tangibility. Tangibility means visibility. Okay, when something is visible. So for example, if I take the chalk piece, mean it is visible. I can say it is a chalk piece, you can say it is a chalk piece. I can say it is white in color, you can also, so it is tangible. I can touch it, I can feel it, I can carry it, I can hold it, I can own it.
Physical presence.
Yes, Muhammad?
Physical presence.
Physical. So physically it is available. It is called as tangible. Tangible means it is visible, physically available. But another one is called as intangible means you cannot see, you cannot touch, you cannot buy, you cannot hold. But that also can be sold, right? So if it is tangible, we call it as a good, tangible good. If it is intangible, it is called a service. So generally, we assume product as a physical good, generally. So generally, but product is a common term. Got it? So now, Alia, can you define a product? So don't worry whether it is a tangible or intangible. How you can define a product?
Product is something wherein the seller gains profit from it, and the buyer will be satisfied with what he wants मतलब a buyer yeah purchases a product for his to fulfill his needs, sir, basically.
To satisfy his need, to fulfill his need. Yes. So we are getting new points, right? So we are adding some point called the need. We have some point called the satisfaction. Correct? Yes. Thank you, Alia. I will come back to you. Products are tangible or intangible goods which are displayed in the market for the purpose of consumption. Okay. Thank you. So now we understood a new word called tangibility and intangibility. Tangibility means physically present. Whatever we are buying physically, they are called as tangible. But hotel also they are selling. Hotel food is a tangible product, but hotel is a service. Okay, if you are going to the movie, it is a service. If you are going to the hospital, it is a service. If you come into the college, it is a service. Because what you are getting, you are getting knowledge, you are getting experience, you are getting satisfaction. That cannot be seen by others. For example, one student, so around 64 students are attending here. What one student is understanding cannot be compared with another student because it is not tangible. It depends upon your perception, it depends upon your knowledge, depends upon your interest. But if it is a physical product, means for everyone who is having eye, ear, everything is the same, it will be look same. So that is a part of tangibility. So now I can conclude with your own points. So please check any other book. Whatever we are saying, they are nicely written. That's it. Okay. So a product is anything which satisfy the needs of the customer. It can be a tangible, it can be intangible. Product is anything which is sold by the seller to the buyer. Seller sell the product for profit. Buyer buys the product for satisfying his need. So what actually the seller is trying to sell? Seller is trying to sell here satisfaction. Seller is trying to sell something which satisfies his need, satisfying his demand. Okay. So now I am using a new word called demand. How it differs from need and demand? How it differs from need and demand? Sorry, what is the difference between need and demand? So initially when we started, we speak about the need, identifying a need, want, wish, etc. But when it comes to the core market, we started analyzing the demand for the product, demand for the service. What is meant by demand? So kindly friends, don't browse. So I can find out some people just browsing and reading it. So you can just browse later, but now what comes to your mind, just share.
So need could be something a person wants, but demand will be for the value of the brand or something, sir. Maybe demand.
Example.
Number of.
Speak with the example. Speaks with the example.
Okay, so we can consider the age group, sir.
Okay.
A demand for kids or children can be this Johnson baby products. Just because it's in fame, people will demand more, or people may purchase more and more Johnson baby products, and so that brand or that particular product can be in demand.
Will be in demand. What is meant by demand? Yes, if there are more people.
Right?
Yes, Uday.
If good quality of the product is produced, then the demand will increase, sir.
Yes, ma'am. That is a characteristic, Nitiksha. If actually for less price, more people will buy. There is more demand. If you give satisfaction, what is demand?
Well, demand is a thing where you need the product. Sir, I can give you an example. Going for a movie can be a want. It's your wish. If you want to go, you can go. But a demand is something that you need it for a regular basis, just like a pen or a tie or a dress. It's a demand. You need it.
Sir, there is another word called the wish, sir. So in marketing, you have to understand what is meant by wish, what is meant by need, what is meant by demand. That is a want. That is another thing. Okay? That is another thing. So wish is the first thing. I want to fly. I wish to fly. That is not my need. Okay? But I have to eat within 3 hours. That is my need. After 3 years, it will become my need. But now I have said, okay, by 3 o'clock, I can eat biryani. That is my want. So even all look same, wish can be satisfied, cannot be satisfied, no problem. Okay, want, it is also next level of wish. I am demanding a little bit more, but need means it has to be satisfied. So even wish, need, want, all are having some characteristics, but I am speaking about a demand.
So demand is like what is not there in the product, and we are demanding what is not there. So like if we are getting a product and we are expecting the extra thing in that product.
No. Just try it out something differently.
So I'll give it a try. So according to me,
Yes.
need is, for example, I need a mobile phone.
Okay.
But demanding is, I need a Samsung so-and-so series. I want it because it has so-and-so features in it. So I demand for it and it's matching it. So I'm going to purchase. So demand is something related to that.
Okay, Meena. I will come back to you. Galaxy A50. Who is Galaxy A50? Okay.
Irrespective of cost, irrespective of time.
Okay. Irrespective of cost, irrespective of time. Complete, Pradeepa.
So the more and more wanting for a product is known as demand.
I request the people to switch on the thing and speak. I cannot come here.
Sir, I would like to go.
Please, friends, understand when I want to read the chat, I have to come like this. Okay, but I have to be here to speak. So please avoid chatting. When I want you to chat, I will inform you. So kindly switch on and speak. Please market yourself. Please market your idea. You have very innovative ideas, please share. Yes.
Demand is the number of people wanting to purchase a particular product. Need, everyone will have it. Like for example, clothing, it's a need. But opting, the number of people opting that particular product, like for example, Zara or maybe Arrow, that brand, they opt for that. So that is the demand for that product.
Okay, good. So who are all so if I am wishing to fly, it is a wish. If I decide to go to book the ticket in flight, it can be called as a demand. It is according to Muhammad.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll come back to you. Any other answers, friends?
So demand means eagerness of a person to buy definite product.
Eagerness to buy, right?
Yeah.
That's what I said. I wish, it is a eagerness. What I am saying, there is a level, wish, need, want. But demand is a higher level. Demand is a very important level. I have to find out your wish. I have to find out your want. I have to find out your need. Yes, obviously. But I have to find out whether there is a demand from you. That means that demand is different. There is some component is missing. Whatever you are saying is right, but another 20 to 30% main component is missing.
So the financial factor, like they're ready to pay for that product.
Ready to pay for the product, okay.
Because I would be having the wish to purchase an helicopter, but I wouldn't be having that much amount of money to purchase it. If I am financially stable to purchase it, there will be a demand for that helicopter.
So it says about, it can be saying about whether they are rich enough, whether they are having income. Okay.
Not specifically rich. I mean, for the necessities, like you shouldn't be rich to purchase a shirt.
Fine. So as we discuss this point more, so I will coming to the conclusion. Okay. Demand. So I believe that you are able to read it. Okay. Demand is willingness to buy. This is the thing you all people said, right? There should be a wish, there should be a need, there should be a want. I'm using the word called willingness. Plus if both the things are there, it is called as demand. Are you getting the point? I have the wish to eat a food from a 5-star hotel. It is my wish. But my wish cannot become the sales for the 5-star hotel. When it becomes the sales for the 5-star hotel, I should have at least 2,000 rupees to go there. So, willingness plus ability. Ability includes my income, my savings, my disposable income. Okay? So, sometimes people are having ability. Yes, they have so much of money. They have so much of bank balance. Sometimes there may not be a demand for a particular car. Why? They have no willingness to buy the car. They don't want to travel, but ability is there. Another side, I want to travel. I don't want to drive in the bike during the rainy season. I want to buy the car. But I should have the money, right? Here I have a willingness. but I have no money to buy the products. In both the cases, it is not called as a, it can be called as a wish, it can be called as a demand, it can be called as a want. But demand means willingness plus ability to buy the product. So willingness plus ability to buy the product is called as a demand. When there is a demand, then only we can sell the product. Okay, by identifying the wish or by identifying the need, we cannot sell the product. So product is something which should have some demand in the market. That is another definition. So when the demand will come, when there is a willingness, when there is a need, when there is a want, when we will have a wish, if it satisfies my need, if it fulfills my expectation, then only it comes. So everything is interrelated. If I have the wish means I want something to be satisfied. So I want to understand what is going to be satisfaction. Next. Okay, even I have a wish, I should have money. So if a group of customers have money and also willingness means, then I can sell the product. Who can sell the product? Seller. So the objective of the seller to identify the demand for a product. Demand of product means first we have to understand what is the product. A product is something which satisfies the need of the customer. Okay, then whether he has a need, it is enough. No, it is not enough. He should have the willingness and ability to buy the product. So this ability, based on the ability only, we are fixing the price. Cost is the ability of the producer to produce the product. Okay, that is the cost of production, cost of advertising, cost of packaging. Okay, so for example, if I am manufacturing a pen for 10 rupees, if I am adding a profit of 2 rupees, then my price will become 12. So my cost is 10, my profit is 2. So the price and cost are different. So the customer will buy the product with respect to the price. But how the seller derive the price, he has to know the cost. So cost plus profit. So this is also a keyword. We have to understand the cost, we have to understand the price. So the product, good service, it's fine. Now we are using a word called satisfaction. Can anyone define a satisfaction? So these are all words we regularly using, but when you come to the marketing, we have to go in depth into it. What is meant by satisfaction?
So when it complete your needs and wants, like for example, food is your want. So when you have the food and if your stomach is full, you are satisfied with that thing. So when the want is completed.
Word need into something else.
No, sir. The need when you have a need for something,
So,
and if you fulfill that need.
Please, Razi, I try to understand what I'm. So if I say demand means we are having some formula, right? Willingness plus ability to buy. The same way we will derive with the formula. What can be as a satisfaction means?
So when your expectations are met.
Very good. So the key word is satisfaction is based on the expectation. So satisfaction is the output. For getting the satisfaction, one component is expectation. I need another component. If these two components match, then I will get satisfaction. What is the next component? Define satisfaction. So I am selling a product, again come back to the marketing. I want to satisfy your need. Okay, I want to produce something which gives some utility. For getting a profit, I have to fix up the price based on the cost. Everything is fine. But how I can satisfy you?
Taste and preference, sir.
Taste, preference, everything is called as expectation. Okay, there is expectation of taste, there is expectation of price, there is expectation of quality, there is expectation of etc. 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 So as a marketer, if I want to satisfy you, first person said, sir, I have to understand his expectation. Then what is required? When consumer will be satisfied?
When his needs are being fulfilled.
Needs are being fulfilled. Okay.
Sir, awareness of the product.
Awareness of the product is the first thing. Okay. So before buying the product, I should know about the brand. So when his need is fulfilled, so I can say as a performance of a product. This expectation of consumer. Okay, so I have some willingness, I have some need, I have some wish, I have some demand, and I am expecting something from the product. Sir, I need a food, sir. For example, I need food. Okay, you are giving something. It doesn't mean that I am satisfied. But from your definition, what you are saying, sir, you are hungry. Take this food. Take this idli. Eat it. My hungry will go. I may not be satisfied. Why?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, sorry to stop. You can't see the screen clearly, sir. Satisfaction, whatever you've written on top.
Satisfaction is equal to expectation. Satisfaction is equal to expectation of the consumer if it is equals to performance of the product.
Okay.
Okay, so I will wrap it and write. Just coming with one formula. Okay, so expectation. E means expectation. Whose expectation? Consumer.
Customers.
Consumer expectation. Okay. Product performance. Okay. Here, the customer expectation may be based on his need, based on his wish, based on his demand, ability, whatever it may be. So, if the customer expectation is equal to the product performance, so it is from the consumer side. This is from the buyer's, the seller side. So, seller has to give the product which is performing good. Product performance. And here we are adding another word called PPP. That means perceived product performance. Here, customer expectation. So these are the two components to satisfy the customer. So if it is equal, so again I'm coming back, I am hungry, okay, I am hungry, I need a food. This is your understanding. You are running a hotel. This is your understanding. You are giving something. You believe that I need something to eat. So you give us 5 idlis with some chutneys. But I am not satisfied with the performance. What may be the reason? I am not satisfied.
By the unlimited wants.
Unlimited. What is unlimited wants? I am not having unlimited. I am hungry. I want to eat something.
Maybe the taste of the product is not good. I mean, the taste of the food is not good.
Yes.
Like,
So, it's maybe from the seller side, you understood I'm hungry. That's it. But I might have a preference for a taste. I might be having a preference of a menu. I might be having a preference of the presentation. I might be preference of the color. I might be have a preference of ingredient. Okay, that is my expectation. Okay, I have some expectation with respect to the product, with respect to the quality, with respect to the price, etc. But if you understood wrongly, seller understood wrongly means I may not be satisfied. But you might be telling, sir, you are hungry, so I given a better price. The idli is only 1 rupee, sir. It is very cheap. It is not available in any place. But I am not expecting for the less price. I am expecting something else. I am looking something spicy. So that might be a dosa, that might be a buriya, that might be something else. But you see only my expectation as a hungriness, to satisfy the hungriness. So here if it is mismatching means I will not be satisfied. And another one, it is not only the product or service performance. So even you are giving very good product, even you are giving very good service, even you are giving very good price, it doesn't mean that I should get satisfied. First you have to perceive. Perceive means I have to accept, I have to understand that you are giving a very good product. So the challenge in marketing is not only to identify the need, not only to identify the demand, but I have to identify which component will satisfy the customer expectation. So here I am using a word called perceived product performance. You might be feeling I am performing fantastically, sir. I produce a wonderful car, very cheap car, very luxury car, but I might be having some other expectation. Okay, even the 2 seats are enough, but the 2 seats should be foldable. I want to sleep within the car. That is my expectation. But you given a 6-seater, you given a very luxury car. So I may not perceive your product as a performing product. So here I have to understand. In marketing, I have to understand the customer need, I have to understand the customer want, I have to understand the customer wish, but I have to check whether he is having ability, then whether my product will create perceived performance. That means that whatever I am putting effort, whether he get satisfied on the performance, then only it leads to the consumer satisfaction. So for this, I need a two component. I have to understand what is the customer expectation, what he expects, and what are the component which will create a perception on product performance. So this is from seller side. This is from consumer side. If both matching, then there will be satisfaction. If the consumer expectation is more, then there will be dissatisfaction. If the performance perception is high, then the customer is highly satisfied. So this is another thing you have to remember. In this, any doubt, friends? We just explained about a word called customer satisfaction. So if you want to sell the product, you want to understand the demand, you have to satisfy. So for satisfaction itself, you have to understand these things. Now I am coming to next one. Is there any difference between user, buyer, consumer? And I am adding another word called customer. I believe it is visible. Otherwise, I will repeat: user, buyer, consumer, customer. Anyone can differentiate these things? Because kindly mute your mobile.
Sir?
Yes, Deepak, tell me, Deepak.
Sir, user cannot be an end consumer, sir. He can buy it for someone else.
Yes.
Like, so imagine I have to buy a soap for my brother. So I'll be the buyer, but he'll be the end consumer. So a buyer and a customer can be same, sir. And a user and a consumer is same.
Correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
Correct? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So we have two technical terms in marketing: differentiate customer and consumer. Differentiate a customer and consumer. So can anyone please give me example for customer, example for a consumer, apart from Deepak? Example for a customer, example for a consumer.
So customer is where a person who is want to buy any insurance or mobile phone. So these are the products which are taken once in a year. So and for them we call as customer, and consumer is like day-to-day product, whatever we use for our regular life. I mean regular routine. Consumer, I mean.
Okay.
Like it might be milk product or
Nitiksha, your point of time, if I am buying a product rarely, then I can be called as a customer. If I am buying regularly, I can be called as a consumer, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
But it is wrong.
No, sir, it's wrong. So.
Tell me.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Please tell me, Mohammed.
So the consumer is a person who purchases the product for the end consumption. And a customer is a person who buys the product for its consumption, or maybe for manufacturing other things, or maybe for someone else.
Okay. Example.
A customer can be a consumer.
A customer can be a consumer. Okay.
Consumer, for example, if I purchase a brush for my personal use, so I'm a consumer.
Okay.
But in case if I purchase wood from a wood seller for making chairs or tables, I'm a customer to him.
If you are making the chair on yourself, then how it can be called?
So maybe if at all, for example, sir, if I'm giving you a pen, so I go to the shop and I buy it. So I am the customer for him, but then you're using it. So you're the consumer. Is that right?
I become the consumer.
If I am going to buy the pen and if I am going to use the pen, then how I should be called?
You can be as the customer as well as a consumer, sir. You can be.
Yeah. A customer can.
So a consumer need not necessarily be a customer, because, for example, if you take it like suppose the video class, the laptop that you're taking from, the college has bought it, but you are consuming the product. So it's not that you have bought the product.
Tell me.
Yes, can you hear me, sir?
Yes,
So
yes.
what I told is a consumer is need not necessarily be a customer, and a customer also need not necessarily be a consumer itself. So the same example that I gave you just now, that college bought the laptop,
Okay.
and college, I mean, suppose principal bought it, so principal is not using the laptop, so you are using the laptop to teach us. So you a customer is different and a consumer is different here.
Yes, fine. Baby soap. Who is the customer? Who is the consumer? Baby soap.
Parent is a customer and the baby is a consumer.
Yes.
A parent is a customer and the baby is the consumer.
Okay, good. Okay, so now it is understood, right? So now you please, whatever you said is right, but I am giving little bit brief definition from your understanding. Okay, a customer means, a definition is who repeatedly buy the product. A customer is the person who repeatedly buy the product. First point. Okay, if you're, so for example, you rarely coming to my outlet. Okay, if you bought only one chocolate from my store, I can't call you as a customer. You are a buyer. Buyer is a general term. Okay, customer means a person who repeatedly, at least weekly once, at least daily, at least monthly, or at least quarterly, yearly, who repeatedly buy the product from the seller, he can be called as a customer. Number one, he can buy for his use or for others' use or for producing something. It can be for any reason. So customer is the person who repeatedly buy the product. That is the first condition. Second one, he can buy the product to use, or he can sell, he can give to others, he can produce, he can act as a broker, whatever it may be, he can be called as a customer. So customer is the person, he can be a user, that we said. Customer can be a consumer, may not be a consumer also. All customers are not consumers. All consumers are not customers. You have to understand. So, this, if I am going to ask, somebody told that if I am going to the shop, I am buying a pen, I am using a pen. So here, I am repeatedly buying the pen every month. So I am a customer and I am using the pen, I am a consumer. But if I am buying a pen, if I am giving to the friend, my friend is using, means I am a customer, he is a consumer. For example, in our school days, the cycle is bought by, the bicycle is bought by our parents. They are customer. We don't know how to buy. We don't know how to evaluate. I'm speaking about the kid stage. Okay. But we are going to use. So the parent can be as a customer. So retailer know only our parents. They don't know about us. But I am a user. So who finally consume? We are using the word called consume or use or who is going to get benefit. He is called the consumer. So there's a two different word, consumer and customer. Sometimes customer and consumer are same. And please understand there is another word we are using. So as of now, this is fine, right? Customer is the person who repeatedly buy the product for his use or for others' use or for resales or for marketing or for producing something, whatever it may be, he is called the customer. Consumer means who actually consumes the product, even he buy or not, even it is bought by somebody else. Finally, if I am going to eat that food, means I am consumer for the product. So, as a marketer, I have to understand the characteristics of the customer and characteristics of the consumer also. If both the persons are same, my work is very easy. There are two different persons. One person is buying, one person is going to use. So, I have to satisfy the needs of the two different people. I have to satisfy the person who is repeatedly buying from me, and I have to satisfy the person who is going to use, but he is not visible to me. That is again another challenge in marketing. So, that is the next one. Okay, so can I move to next one?
So is there any time limit for what you're telling, repeatedly buying the product?
Yes.
For the repeatedly buying products, see, if I'm buying a car, I might not buy it for another 15 years or 16
What I'm
years.
saying repeatedly means purchase frequency can be 1 year or 2 year or 3 year or 10 year once.
Okay, any amount of time.
Any amount of years. But for me, for a marketer, for a seller, I will call you as my customer. When I call you as my customer, next time you will come to me. That is what definition. Okay, but it is not applicable always. Okay, customer is the person who repeatedly or regularly buys something. This is the definition. But in terms of, for example, the same question, if it is asked for a supermarket, okay, we don't know who is coming, we don't know who is going. Okay, we don't know whether they will come the next time. We are not having any mapping, but still we are calling them as a customer. So we have a belief that they are a repeated purchase. But marketing definition says that if you are only once you bought, next time you are going to the next person, next time you are going to the next person, I cannot monitor you as a customer. You are just a buyer or rare buyer. So later we will classify what are the different types of buyer later we will classify. But please understand the keyword. Customer means who regularly and repeatedly buys the product either for his use or for others' use or for producing something. That can be a technical definition for the exam. It may or may not applicable in the practical thing. Whatever we are preparing is just for today's case. When you are going to the market, when you are going to the field, it may change accordingly. As he asked, if I am going to buy a car only one time in my lifetime, means how I should be called? I should be called as a customer only. Okay, but general scenario who repeatedly buy. So I will see the chat. Somebody is texting. What is meant by client? Yes, a very good question. There is another word called the client, but we mostly won't use in our marketing terms. Client. So can anyone explain? Client. So client is not the normal word we use in the marketing, but when you go to the corporate, we will say I have to work with the client. What is meant by client? Any people with some experience can bring.
Sir, client can be a business to business kind of person, sir. Okay. Like imagine I own a store. I take products from you directly and I sell it to the customer. So I can be your client.
Okay. So as Deepak said, again later in the marketing we are going to study two types of marketing: consumer marketing and industrial marketing. Consumer marketing and industrial marketing. So we mostly speak about our consumer marketing only. What we are buying, what we are eating, what we are using, mobile, chocolate, biscuit, pen, cosmetics, etc. So mostly all things which comes under consumer marketing. What we are going to consume. But in the industrial marketing, it is maybe for some production, maybe for some service. So we call it as industrial marketing. In terms of industrial marketing, I have to work with, for example, I'm running a soft drinks company, okay? So who can also be the other players? For example, consumer is the person who is going to buy the product and he is going to use it. So customer, consumer, it's fine. Who are the other people associated with me? Because I will come back to the satisfaction again, yes. So, for example, I am running a soft drink company. With whom are other people I have to associate?
Wholesalers and retailers.
Distributors, sir.
Under marketing side, right? I am speaking only from the production point of view. I am going to produce.
Your raw material dealers.
Distributors, sir.
Raw material dealers.
The next level. I am speaking for the production.
Raw material dealers.
Supplier.
Supplier. What supplier? Water supplier. Okay. Bottle supplier, packing supplier, lorry supplier, and who gives the warehouse. Correct? These are the person I have to work with. This is respect to the production. The same way, in terms of IT. For example, in terms of IT, for example, PepsiCo and many corporate companies, they outsource their business process to another company. For example, IBM is a company. Okay, Pepsi is the company. Pepsi outsourced all their financial reporting, auditing, etc. to IBM. Okay, so IBM take care of all the reporting process, accounting process, tax process, everything. So even Pepsi is having many other processes. One of the main processes is accounting. So the accounting is outsourced to IBM. So for IBM, Pepsi is the client. So Pepsi is expecting some service. It has to buy some service. Actually, business is something else, but for the Pepsi, it needs some service. That service is offered by IBM. For IBM, who is the customer? Pepsi, correct? Because I am selling some service to Pepsi. But in industrial marketing, we call them as a client. Got it? So I will be, so for example, if you are looking for manpower, so every bank, for example, you will say ABC consultancy. The ABC consultancy is supplies all the security to all the ATM assumption. Okay, you can go to any nearest bank ATM. You can see the security with their logo, the brand name of the company. Okay, all are outsourced. They are not belongs to the bank. As I am unable to get enough security, I outsource the security services to ABC consultant. So for the ABC consultant, for example, if I am ICICI Bank, means ICICI Bank is my client. Why? The ABC consultancy, how to design a product, how to find out the person, how to serve everything, how to do all the documentation to satisfy who? ICICI Bank. So in our technical term, we call it as a customer. But in terms of service business, we call it as a client. Okay? Is this explanation is enough, or you need more examples? Can I move to the next friends?
Yes, sir.
But mostly we won't use the word called client in marketing. Okay, it will comes in later in service marketing or business to business marketing. But that is also another word. It's a very good question. So we have to understand in marketing also we have two different words: consumer marketing and industrial marketing. That we have to remember. And somebody asked, sir, what is simply satisfaction? Again, I am writing. Every customer have some expectation. Okay, then another side we have a so I have some expectation from any product. Okay, I have some expectation. The expectation may be a quality, maybe a quantity, maybe a price, whatever it may be. I am expecting something from the product. For example, if you are saying, so who asked the question? Kindly switch on the video, so I will clarify. It's a very good question. Because Yamini, I believe that I answered to your question, client. Okay, because are you there? Because okay, so Vikas asked the question with respect to satisfaction. So I have to understand your expectation. I have to meet your expectation based on my product or service performance. If both things matches, then there will be a satisfaction. Okay. Friends, can we start with this? As it is getting 11:45. So there are a lot of things we have to discuss. So when it to reduce the time only I am writing, but still we have more concepts. But these things will not be perfectly written in your book. But obviously we have to understand. So now we discussed about a few things: market, buyer, seller, product, service, tangibility, intangibility, wish, want, demand. What is the difference between demand and other wants? Satisfaction, expectation, client, customer, consumer, buyer. These are the few things we discussed. Okay, these are all things we have to remember to define marketing. So in marketing management, 2 classes are over, but still we have to know more basics. All the words discussed today are well-known words, but we have to rework on it. We have to revisit on it to define marketing. Still now we are not defining the marketing. The next class we'll try to define a marketing. Okay, so I request all the students to switch on your videos. So for confirming your attendance. And whoever have any doubt, you can text me in the WhatsApp in the private. Okay, so I will be clarifying it. If there is any case study or if any query means, you can put one day before the next class I will discuss. So with respect to the marketing management, there is no need to exactly follow the syllabus or follow the book. If you see something, if you read something, if you have any doubt to be clarified, put it one day before the next class. We will be discussing on it. But still few people are not opened your video. Okay. So feel free. So marketing is the only subject you can teach, you can share, you can give example, you can ask any number of questions, and I am here to prepare. If something, if you ask innovatively means, then it is very challenging. I like that. I will go and prepare, and next day I will come in with the discussion. Okay. So thank you, friends. Thank you for your interaction. I will catch you in the next class. Take care. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.